Hey, and welcome to more Post to Post. We've done U.S. state trivia twice on this channel so far. I
Yeah.
think we've done some other trivia as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to switch it up just a little bit. We're going to do some more trivia, but we're just going to do general U.S. trivia in this video. After this video, we're going to do Canadian trivia and European trivia.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to test your knowledge here. I have 10 questions primed and ready to go
Okay.
about the United States of America.
Okay.
Pressure is on.
And this is a test not just for me. I'm just a prop. It's really for the viewers, right?
It is really for the viewers.
Yeah.
You are the prop.
I'm the prop, but I won't try to answer too quickly, give you time to think about your answer, and you can yell it at the TV or yell it at your phone or your computer screen.
Exactly.
And we'll hear it.
So, yeah, play along at home. That's actually the entire point of the videos, so you guys can play along at home. I would love to know how many questions you got right, and down in the comments. There's no sense in cheating. Like, just be honest. This is just for fun.
You're marking yourself, so.
Yeah. All right, so I have 10 questions here.
Okay.
And some of them are actually pretty difficult. Some of them are geography related. Some of them are history related. All over the place. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is a geographical question.
This is USA first?
This is we're doing USA.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to do some map thinking here.
Boy.
Okay. If I started in Louisiana and went the following steps, what state would I be in?
Oh,
Okay. First step, I go north one state. Second step, I go north one state. Third step, I go west one state. Fourth step, I go west one state. The last step, I go north one state. What state do I end up in? And some of these states border two states, either to the north or to the west, but I'm talking about what state they border the most of.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
Okay. So you go north 2, west 2, north 1.
Exactly. And I start in Louisiana. And no cheating at home going to look at the map. Got to do this in your head.
Montana.
You are incorrect.
I'm not surprised.
But you're close.
Okay, so let's go through this. North of Louisiana would be Arkansas?
Yes.
Okay. North of that would be Missouri?
Maybe.
You don't have it written
No,
down.
I don't have it. I just have
West
it
of that would be Kansas. Maybe?
Yeah.
West of that would be Nebraska, and I thought north would be Montana, but okay.
I think you go Colorado and then north.
Oh.
I think Colorado's the last west step
Okay.
before you go.
And then so north from there would be Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways,
Okay.
Wyoming's the answer. So.
Oh, Wyoming. I totally forgot about Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming's the answer.
Totally forgot about Wyoming. Sorry, Dick Cheney. Sorry, Dick Cheney.
He's watching for sure. Okay.
Don't shoot me, Dick.
So you got that one wrong. Number 2. How many states border Lake Michigan, and what states are they?
Oh.
So first, how many states?
I'm going to say 4.
Okay. What are the 4 states?
I'm going to say they're Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin.
Is this your final answer?
Well, it was going to be until you asked me that way. Minnesota doesn't go far enough, and Lake Michigan. No, that would be Toledo, Ohio, and that area is on Lake Erie, or closer to Lake Erie. Michigan, little piece of Indiana, little piece of Illinois, Wisconsin goes all the way Superior. Yes, it's my final answer.
You're correct.
Oh, jeez. You had me going there, buddy.
Okay. This one, this one's very difficult. It's president related.
Oh.
More U.S. presidents have been born in log cabins than hospitals. Who was the first president born in a hospital, and in what decade was it?
Oh, my goodness.
I'll say that the year that this person was born and this president,
Uh-huh.
presidents after this person, some of them, at least one,
Back in the log cabin.
were back in the log cabin. So.
So we're going back fairly early. I'm thinking it's got to be somebody. People are born in log cabins because maybe they can't afford to be in a hospital, even if hospitals existed. So if someone was born in a hospital early on, it could be due to the fact that it was either a military hospital because their parents were in the military, or it could be a civilian hospital and their parents had money.
So I'm looking for the person and the decade. I don't need the exact year. Just tell me, well, whatever, the decade or the century. Like decade in the century. You know what I mean?
Theodore Roosevelt in the 1850s.
You are incorrect.
Dang.
I'm going to give you one more guess because this is a hard question.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. You're too early.
Oh. Okay.
I'll give you another hint. It was less than 100 years ago.
What? The first hospital-born president was born less than 100 years ago?
Yes.
Oh, that resets everything. Well, Reagan and Kennedy were both born before 100 years ago. Oh, this is a great hint, actually. Although it probably won't do me much good. I can't imagine Lyndon Johnson. Well, Lyndon Johnson's family had a lot of money. But he's kind of got a log cabin kind of thing going on there. And I don't... He died in the early 70s, and he was probably in his early 70s when he died. So that would be more than 100 years ago.
Told you it was tough.
It is tough. I'm going to say James Earl Carter in the 1920s.
The answer is Jimmy Carter in 1924.
Well, I did get it wrong, but I got...
The last hint was pretty big.
Yeah, that helped.
Yeah, good job.
Whew.
Okay, question number 4.
I'm surprised. I'm shocked. I am shocked. Okay.
Florida is the flattest state with only 345 feet between its highest and lowest points.
Correct.
You knew that.
Well,
you didn't know
roughly.
the amount,
No.
but you did know that Florida was the flattest state.
Indeed, yeah.
Okay, well, what's the second flattest state?
Oh, flattest in terms of low sea level?
Flattest in
Like-
terms of difference between highest and lowest point,
Oh.
which is 442 feet. So Florida's at 345. The second flattest state is at difference is 442 feet between the highest and lowest points.
In that state.
What state is it?
So the lowest point could still be 3,000 feet above sea level if it was a prairie state,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
technically, yes.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to clarify that.
Yeah.
I know things get really, really flat when you're starting through Ohio, heading west. And Ohio, Indiana, Iowa. Iowa might have some hills, though, a little farther west. You're laughing. Kansas would be flat as
I'm
a
not laughing because you're on the wrong
okay.
path or anything like that. I'm just laughing because it is very difficult.
It is hugely difficult. It's got to be in the prairies, in the plain states. It has to be.
I will give you a hint. It would not be one of the first states that you were thinking of.
Oh.
It's a little untypical. And I'll give you a hint. If you split the United States dead in the middle, it would be on the eastern half.
What? That's unacceptable. Or it's a state that's really tiny,
Maybe.
and it's just not enough. I'm going to say. No, this would be wrong. I have very low confidence in my guess, but I'm going to say Delaware.
The answer is Delaware.
No way.
I gave you some hints.
You did.
But,
You did.
Good job.
You're
Problem solving.
kidding.
Delaware. Yep.
You're kidding.
442 feet.
Is that? I'm shocked because I never thought of Delaware as a particularly flat state. I didn't think of it as
It
any
is
other.
small, though,
It
so.
is small, so that was when I started thinking small. I thought, okay.
I think you'll get this one. But there's an easy part and then there's a hard part.
Oh.
Of the 14 states bordering the Atlantic, which has the least amount of oceanfront? That's the easy part.
New Hampshire.
How many miles? I'll give you within 3.
16.
I guess technically you're right. 13. 13 miles.
Woohoo!
Well done. Well done.
Whew.
Question number 6.
Okay.
What was the country that the USA sent its first female ambassador to, and in what decade? I'm really digging into your political knowledge here a little bit. I'll give you a hint. It was in the last 100 years.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it was 100 years ago. I could be,
Yeah.
could be 30 years ago. I'm just,
See, the United States has a lot of ambassadors that are ambassadors to the UN or to other associations and things, not to countries or nations. I'm going to say Shirley Temple Black in the 1950s.
not a bad guess. You are wrong.
Okay.
It was Denmark in 1933.
Oh, I forgot the country, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Denmark in 33.
Yep. And her name was Ruth Myron someone.
Okay. Total.
It was a hard question.
Yeah, I learned
Hard
something
question.
there.
Yeah.
I knew Shirley Temple, and I'm not even sure she was an ambassador to a country as opposed to an organization like the WHO or something. So I'm foggy there.
You know so much about everything that I had to choose like insanely hard questions that would make you go, oh man, I actually learned something new.
And that's what I want.
All right.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Here's one which tickles your aviation thing and your U.S. knowledge.
Hey, yeah.
What city in the USA promotes itself as being the air capital of the world because it provides more aircraft than any other?
Provides more aircraft.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, produces. Not
Produces.
provides. Can't read my own writing. Produces more aircraft than any other city in the world.
Well, there's a pretty big plant in Seattle, Boeing, but they make big planes, but I don't think it's safe to say they make a lot of planes. So I think we'd probably have to go to a place that makes a lot of planes as opposed to big planes. And now we're looking at the Piper factory is in Florida. Is it?
I will give you a hint.
Okay.
The state in which it's in does not border any ocean.
Great.
This is a very hard question, actually.
There's been some consolidation of airplane manufacturing. Like some have closed and moved. Some of Cessna stuff is actually made in China, although after last week, I'm not sure how much.
It's kind of like vehicles, like these
Yeah,
plants. move
they got
around,
plants
so-
everywhere. Our Corolla was made in Kentucky. And you think of U.S. auto manufacturing, you think of Detroit and Michigan, but this was made in Kentucky. Airplanes. I'm going to say, I'm going to go way off book here. I'm going to say, Wichita, Kansas.
The answer is Wichita, Kansas.
No. No.
It is.
No.
Wichita,
No.
Kansas.
Who is it?
I don't know. It just there's probably multiple companies based in Wichita, Kansas.
Now, I'm sure, I'm thinking of it as a complete guess, but I read a lot of airplane magazines, so it's probably in there from something I read. So I apologize, but no.
Yeah.
That's just insane. I wouldn't have got that, though, if you hadn't given me the hint. I would have
True.
guessed Fort Lauderdale or... I think the Piper factory's down in Atlantic coastal Florida somewhere. And I don't know how many planes have been making these days. Not as many as they used to.
These are kind of questions that need hints, though.
Yeah.
They're so specific and hard that...
Holy smokes. Now I need to know who it is or who they are.
There you go. You got some research to do after this
do.
video.
I do.
All right, question number 8. What 2 states produce the most amount of Christmas trees?
Wow. I'm thinking they have to be in the Northeast. So New York's really big, but a lot of their land is parkland. Adirondack, Catskills. It's reserve land that you can't be harvesting things in. So I'm not sure if that would limit the amount of trees they could produce in New York. New Hampshire and Vermont would have. Maine would have lots. I think Maine. What, 2 states? I'm going to say Maine for one of them.
Okay.
For the other one, I'm going to say, well, I'll say New York.
Both are wrong.
Okay.
One's on the west.
No.
I'll give you that hint if you'd like to guess a west one.
Well, it's going to be Idaho.
Incorrect.
No.
Oregon.
Or Oregon, maybe. Yeah, okay.
The other one is in the eastern half of the United States, I would say.
Eastern half of the United States. But not in the Northeast, you didn't say. It wouldn't be that far south. I wouldn't think.
It's kind of a given that it's in the north based on climate, I think.
Well, yeah. But there's pine trees in Florida.
This one,
Just saying.
This one surprised me a little bit.
Minnesota.
Makes it Michigan.
Oh, okay.
So it makes sense, but
Yeah, it does.
it's just I would have guessed so many other states.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. That's a good question. That's a good head scratcher question. I like that.
I think you'll get this probably without even thinking, but you never know. Question number 9.
Okay.
What 4 states currently have active volcanoes?
Hawaii,
Correct.
Alaska,
Correct.
Washington,
Correct. I knew it was going to come down to the last one for you, but I thought you might get it right away.
I'll just say Oregon. But-
California.
Oh, okay.
So you're close.
Yeah, that would have been my next guess.
Yep.
There's so many earthquakes there. So volcanoes and earthquakes come from the same rock and roll, right? So
Here's one I think
Okay.
you're probably not going to get right, but not that I'm underestimating you, but I think you're going to really find the answer interesting, and
Cool.
it's going to kind of like the other ones. It tickles a few areas here.
I'm down.
As a crow flies, what is the distance in miles between Denver and Oklahoma City? I will allow you to be within 30 miles of the correct answer.
30 miles?
Yep. I'm not making it easy.
No, you are not.
So Denver and Oklahoma City.
Texas, you got Oklahoma, and Colorado's up there. I don't think it's a lot, you know. I'm thinking it's like 295 miles.
That's your final guess?
Yeah,
You are wrong.
way wrong.
It's actually 505 miles.
Oh. I'm not as wrong as I thought I was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was I thought I was way low on my distance, and I was worried it was going to be like over 1,000 or something.
Ah.
But that's a part of the U.S. map that I don't do well
Yeah.
in. Yeah, I can give you the shape of Oklahoma. I can draw it for you in a map. I can draw you a map of Texas. But how all the puzzle pieces fit together and what's beside what, other than Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and all that is.
And where the cities are in each
Yeah,
state gets
that's
complicated
the
as
big
well.
challenge. That's the big challenge. Yeah.
And if you can remember where the Mississippi River runs through, you can probably connect some dots a little bit.
That helps.
But
Yeah.
that concludes.
I love that.
I wasn't keeping track. I have no idea how many you got right. 3 or 4, I think, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably it.
But it was a hard quiz, hard test. We will do this again.
Please. I really like these.
Maybe in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Or so.
I'm
Sounds
around.
good.
If
I
I'm
hope,
around.
hope you guys liked this video. It was a ton of fun for us. We love trivia, so I hope you played along at home. If you did, let me know, or let us know down in the comments how you did. And
This is all helping me get ready for Jeopardy if I ever get the call.
there you go.
This is training camp.
This is training camp, exactly. Let us know down in the comments how you did. If you have any suggestions as far as trivia that we could do in the future, please let us know. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to do Canadian trivia next and European trivia. Maybe we'll do African trivia after that, or something else, Asian trivia, whatever. We'll kind of go around the globe and do some specific things. We've done hockey trivia on Post to Post, our main channel. Probably won't do any other sports trivia, so I would recommend not recommending any other sports for trivia. But anyways,
Yeah.
love to hear all your recommendations down below as to other types of trivia. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you did good on the quiz, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.